Oh, we're gonna have some words today. I am not in the mood. So I'm at work. I'm on lunch. I have not been having a good week. I know that I just said that, but it's happening again. I am just not feeling it. I'm not in like a bad mood. I just have absolutely no motivation, no desire to do work, no desire to do a lot of stuff. And I'm a little bit impatient, just overall. I wouldn't say I'm angry or depressed or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, I feel like I have a very short fuse and I've just not been able to concentrate. This week is dragging on forever and it is so difficult for me to work. I am getting distracted very easily. I've needed to do my weigh-in video for the week, and I was debating what I wanted to talk about for week 8 and kind of what has happened this week. And I was going to talk a lot about my relationship with food and how that's changing and how amazing my relationship with food is compared to what it was before. And that's really kind of where I wanted to go with this. And then I made the mistake of getting fired up about something I saw online. So before I get into that, if you're the kind of person who wants to know the stats for week 8, then I will share that with you now, and I'll throw it up right here. My highest weight was 383.3. My surgery weight was 344. I don't remember. What did I weigh last week? I don't know. 317. I'll put it up there. I weighed in this week at 312.8. So that was a 4.8 pound loss this week. That is the most I've lost so far in a week. I didn't do anything different. In fact, I ate slightly higher carb, I think, than normal. I don't think it had anything to do with anything in particular I did. I think it's just the process. And especially coming off of a week where I lost 0.8 pounds, I seem to have kind of made up for that. And the average between those 2 weeks really is about 2.8 pounds, I think, which is consistent with about the 3-pound loss I've had since surgery. So I don't think there's an explanation for it. I'm not going to try to explain it. It is a good reminder that I don't have control over this situation and it's not predictable. So I'm just going to keep moving forward and see where it takes me. Before you say anything, I forgot to brush my hair today. That's the kind of day it is. So I'm furious, and I've actually been wanting to do a video, and I probably still will do a more in-depth video about some of these things that absolutely infuriate me as a post-op RNY gastric bypass patient. But I figured right now, since this is the motivation I have to put out my 8-week video, I'm gonna roll with it. I've mentioned before that Mexico Bariatric Center has a support group, and they do that through Facebook. And they recommend that you join the support group, and then you can ask questions and support each other along the way. And it sounds really hunky-dory and really amazing. And a lot of times there's just a whole bunch of people that's offers advice and roots for you, and people share their transformation photos, and it's great. But honestly, I would say 50 or even 60% of the time it's a load of crap, and I'm so sick of it. And here is a really good example. I just read on the page somebody asking, essentially, do they even need to go to the doctor? They don't have a PCP, they don't have a family doctor. They're wondering and essentially asking for approval from a bunch of Facebook people for not going to the doctor pre and post surgery. So here's my 2 cents about this, because the reason this is so upsetting to me is because it actually branches off into a lot of different stuff that, again, I probably will do a full video about. I think it's important. But ultimately, this is one link in a chain of BS that I've found online. My biggest message before I go into any of this is to do your research. Please do your research. This is a surgery, a major surgery. It is safe. It is something that's done all the time, but it is still a major surgery. And in the case of a sleeve, where people seem to think it's not that big of a deal, they are removing 80% of your stomach. And what I see online the most is people jumping into this without doing the research as to what that will do to your body. All I see is people jumping into a surgery where they know I physically won't be able to eat as much and then I'll get skinny. I saw a post on here a few minutes ago about somebody who is so upset about their scars because now they want to wear a bathing suit. And I'm going to rein it in a little bit because I don't want to be judgmental. Everybody has a different journey. Everybody is affected by their weight in different ways. I don't want to come off as too judgmental. But this surgery is not something to do because you need to lose 60 pounds so that you can look good in a bikini. Because there are things that you are permanently doing to your body, to your digestive system, to your ability to absorb vitamins, depending on the surgery you're getting. There are a list of things that will change your life forever. This is not doing keto for 3 months so you can look good before your wedding. It's been really important to me to keep up this channel just because I feel so strongly about people doing research. And I know that when I was doing my research, I was reading scientific papers, I was reading credible and non-credible articles. I was trying to find as much expose crazy stories about going and getting surgery in Mexico. I wanted to find all of it. I wanted to find the good, the bad, the reputable, the not reputable, and just absorb as much information as I could. And one of the things that really helped me was watching YouTube and watching people who have gone through the process and shared their experience. And so I wanted to lend that voice for anybody who happens to want to do the research and to figure out how this affects individual people. My voice should not be the only thing that you consume. The way surgery has affected me has been totally different than what I've seen it do to other people. My experience is just my experience, but it lends another voice to what you could experience. In addition, all of the research and stuff I'm doing, I'm trying to put out there so that you can get some information. But I fully expect that everybody's doing the proper amount of research before deciding on what surgery is best for them and before deciding on whether or not surgery is something that they want to do. And the amount of people that I have seen who turn to this Facebook group and essentially ask permission of strangers to do things that make no sense, or to ask a group of random Facebook people, the only thing you have in common with them is that you've gone through surgery or are about to go through surgery through the same company, and you're about to ask them medical advice? As no surprise, there's a ton of conflicting information that gets posted under these posts. But to see so many of these posts advocating that it's okay, they never saw a doctor after they got weight loss surgery in Mexico and they've been totally fine, is just infuriating. Don't do that. Don't do that. This surgery is common, but it doesn't mean that it's a walk in the park and that you don't need medical attention. I chose to do this in Mexico because of the cost. There were some other benefits, honestly, that came from it, in the fact that I'm pretty sure that my doctor, Dr. Rodriguez, is one of the best options I could have chosen because he does this and he does it so well. This is what he does all the time, every day. He does weight loss surgery. He's good at what he does. But I'm not about to sit here and tell you that I got surgery in Mexico because I wanted Dr. Rodriguez to do it. I got it in Mexico because of the cost. If you are fortunate enough to do this through insurance in the US, you don't really have much of a choice. You have a medical team that will follow you for at least the first year and make sure everything's going well. If you choose to take this into your own hands and to do this in another country like I did, it is up to you to take care of your medical. It is foolish to go get this surgery done and pretend like everything's fine and never follow up with another doctor ever again about it. Never get your blood work pulled, never check your vitamin levels, and just ride it out. If you don't have insurance, seriously consider whether or not you want to do this. This is a permanent surgery that requires you to follow up to some degree. And there can be serious consequences if you're blasé about that. I've been very fortunate that I haven't had any problems, that I haven't had any major complications, and that the worst thing I've experienced so far is some nausea, which honestly is going away now that I understand the process and understand what triggers me and what needs to be done to keep me feeling good. Mentally, it's a little tough, I'm not gonna lie, but it comes and goes in waves and it's not overwhelming. It's a process. It's not easy. People will tell you it's the easy way out, and it's certainly not the easy way out. But I've been lucky, and even then, I've still already contacted my doctor, and I have a plan for when she wants to see me for my first follow-up. I'm going to get my blood work done every 3 months as suggested. I'm going to monitor my vitamin levels very closely and take any advice that my medical doctor recommends. I have amazing things to say about Mexico Bariatric Center. I really do. But ultimately, they're a company that will gladly take your money, give you your surgery, and send you back out the door. That's what they are offering. It's up to you to take care of things outside of those 2 or 3 days that you're in their hospital. If you're doing this surgery to take care of yourself, then freaking take care of yourself. And please stop asking the internet for medical advice. This was a completely unnecessary video to do, but I got you my stats and I'm off the hook for week 8. So I'll see you in the next one, you guys. Sorry, not sorry.
Hello, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, yes. Hello. Oh, who's a cutie? Okay, bye.